Hello, beautiful. Wow, I thought it was much colder. I saw the wind blowing. Oh my gosh, this scarf smells divine. How stunning. I would love to take a photo right now, but I can't even click the white dot. You ready? Hold on, this kettlebell. Oh, the sun has already melted majority of the snow. Such a beautiful day. Stunning. Snow's melting slowly but surely. We're getting there. Oh, man. I don't really know how to hold. Oopsies. I ended it on accident. I was gonna say I don't really know how to hold the camera. I know it's like not a good angle. But then like I have to hold it like this and I don't want to hold it like that. I want to hold it like this. I guess I got it in this hand. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing clearly. Oh boy. Wow, they cleaned up their driveway fabulously. I hope you're having a great day. You know, I am. And I've had better. I've definitely had better. But we're moving. We're working through some things. And I woke up not feeling the best. I was very nauseous this morning and nauseous and dizzy. So make sure you take time to rest. I had a conversation today with a friend in regards to her current travels and what she's doing, and I'm so happy for her. You know, she booked this flight, she left her home, and she's gone to explore alone. I feel like that should be my message today. Do it alone. Do it alone. You don't need a companion. You don't need company. You should enjoy your own company. I enjoy my own company so much. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being around people. I'm a social butterfly. But I also love my own company. And you should too. So go. Enjoy the world. Travel. It's so much fun going alone. I would love to travel. So like when I went to Costa Rica alone. I would love to travel back alone, like a different person. You know what I mean? I heard that in a YouTube video from a vlogger. I don't know when, but like a long time ago. Going back to, actually no, I think it was Shelby Sapp, the remote sales chick. She talks about, she recorded a video in regards to having gone to LA and stayed at this hotel before she made, she made her come up and made her money and created a strong foundation for herself and her future. And so she was expressing how when she initially booked that hotel way back when, a few years ago, she was in like a poor mental state. She was questioning everything, not really knowing where she was going, what direction she was headed into. But then she went back after having made it and really made herself a name in the remote sales space. And she talked about her experience and how amazing it was.
Okay, so if you're a woman, the second best feeling in the world is going to a new city, booking a hotel room by yourself, and self-exploring around, walking around, okay? The best feeling in the world is going back to those same places as a better version of yourself, having gone through so much, grew so much. You go back to those same places and you realize how much has changed, how much you've done. That is the best feeling in the world. I'm in LA right now, and I always stay at the one hotel in LA. And this time last year, when I was here, I was going through, friendship breakups. I was single. My company was just kind of starting out, but coming back here, hold on, there's someone at the door. And now I'm back here, engaged to the love of my life, getting ready to actually build a life together with our 2 sons, dogs. And I just toured 20 different multi-million-dollar homes in Malibu, Laguna, San Diego, Newport, wherever in the world that I want to live, we can live. But I'm in literally the same room that I was at one of the most lost points of my life, when I was taking so much risk, when I wasn't really seeing much reward when just putting it out. Now it's every single one of you guys deserves this.
I feel like I can resonate with that. Oh, my foot just went in a huge puddle. It's okay, but it's not soaked. Not yet, anyway. It's okay. The snow's melting. Actually, yep, it's getting soaked now. It's okay. We'll just take our socks off when we get home. But she talked about how emotionally she felt in a really positive way. Wow, this is a huge puddle. She talked about, it was a while ago when I watched this, mind you, so I'm really working my memory here. But she talked about how you realize the progress that you've made. Being in it, you don't realize it as much, but when you go back to where you've come from, or back to where you probably weren't in the best state, or we're in a difficult or challenging period of your life, when you go back, and it just is different. You are different because you've changed, you've evolved, you've got to experience life more, and that's what trips alone do to you. They help you learn more about yourself and broaden your perspective on life and people and what it has. Hello, how's it going? And so it plays a huge role in your character development as well. Your relationship with yourself. The discipline you cultivate, the resilience you cultivate. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about my story in Costa Rica. It is literally insanity. But yes, embracing being alone, loving your own company, and accepting when you need to take a step back, take some time to reflect, take some time to identify if where you're currently at is where you even want to be. We're all capable of creating our own realities, however that may be. And so, hold on, there's a huge puddle over here. Hi. Good. How's it going? So many birdies. I love when people ask how are you. That's just so thoughtful. They don't have to, but the fact that they do, it's nice. Oh my goodness. The birds are out. Oh, I love it. They're all over the place. They can finally eat the grass. It's about time, huh? Right? I know. I'm talking to the birds. I'm a bird talker. You hear that? Yeah, I want to add that to my skill set. On my talks here, when my mind wanders and we're walking through it together. I love to educate you as well as myself. So when I take snapshots of, wow, this dude's flying, there's a speed bump. And when I take you on this walk through my mind, I'm learning as much as you are, right? I feel like we're becoming enlightened together. Isn't that the beauty of life and our human existence? I sure think so. Why do people wait at this corner? I have no idea. Yesterday it was the Tesla. Today it's I don't know what that brand is called. One of my ex-friends had that car. Oh my goodness, what was it called? It's gonna come to me eventually. I was gonna say a Skoda, but that's a car in Bosnia. But I think it starts with an S. It's not a Supra. It's an SUV. That's like, I think, a version of a Toyota. Whatever. If it comes to me, it comes to me. If anything, I'll just look it up and insert the photo here of the car. It's actually a really nice car. I'm like, what smells so good? And it's my car. I guess it's just my perfume that lingers. Hi. I walk by the same houses every day. In my same neighborhood every day. Yeah. I always get amazed. I think all the houses are beautiful, even the old ones. You know, there's beauty in everything. That's the thing, that's perspective, right? I feel like that can be a mindset shift as well, depending on how you see a situation, right? If you always look at life as, oh, why me, instead of why not me, right? It's like, that's kind of how I used to view life, to be honest. I remember when I struggled a lot through all of my job changes. Every time. Oh, that's a long story for the career confessions that'll come eventually. But I never allowed those situations to define me, as well as like my upbringing. Like, as difficult as it was, I did have times where I did question, like, why me, right? In order to get that mental shift of, why not me? And that's normal. Those are normal to have. It's normal to feel like that. But it's always about perspective. And the perspective that you apply to the way you're living this human experience. And if that perspective is constantly pessimistic, then that is what you will create. That is what you will attract. However, if your perspective is optimistic, that is where you will elevate, and that is where you will learn to excel. But then you might be like, oh, Medina, what about being realistic? As an entrepreneur, yes, being realistic can help sometimes logically, but having an optimistic perspective of the direction you're heading into is a necessity. It's required. Because without the vision, without the delusional vision, you're never going to get to where you want to go if you're being realistic. You know? everyone's gonna call you crazy, and then when you make it, then you're not crazy anymore. They're like, oh my god, how'd you do it? I feel like that's another thing. I want to talk about the messy middle. I feel like that's kind of where I am currently at, especially with my sales skills. I came into it, I invested in these courses, invested into learning about my skill set, investing in my education, when to be honest, all you really needed to do. Wait, hold on. I retract that thought. Yes, I invested, learned, and thought that it was enough until I got into it. And while yes, that was great and all I was learning, now while I'm actually doing, you gotta apply what you learned, which I had. And then I started to learn that there's so much more to learn. And that we're gonna continuously be learning and evolving. One thing I recently watched is one of the well-known AI creators. I don't know who exactly it was. I don't have Twitter. I didn't read the tweet, but I heard about it. How we should be, I guess, in a state of, I wouldn't necessarily say fear. I feel like they definitely always want to amplify it to make us fearful and make us dwell on these certain topics, just like kind of like the Super Bowl. Like it caused, like, there was so much controversy around it, and they want us to dwell on that controversy. Well, yes, it is important to discuss, but being constantly consumed by it and fixated it while it's doing absolutely nothing to benefit your personal life, I mean, that could be subjective. You know, I guess it just really varies. But when it does come to a state of where the world is going and where it's headed, like, we all know AI is here. AI has been here. It's always been here. But now it's just been here at more accelerating speeds. So I think they're trying to put a flame under your, you know what, to really get a grip and change your life, right? And that kind of makes me feel as though I'm questioning how I'm going about things, how I'm doing things, right? Because AI is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. It's here to evolve along with us. And either you're going to be here to use it and be a part of it, or you're going to be a part of the, I guess, handful that gets left behind. So the choice is yours. But I would recommend choosing to use it to your advantage and leverage it in the skill set that you have acquired. I remember when I was working in accounting, I leveraged it all the time. And now that I'm in sales, I'm still leveraging it, but I'm definitely looking for more, how would I say, areas on how I can learn creating, like, AI agents. That's a huge thing right now. If you don't know what that is, I'll insert the definition here. Hello, how's it going? Good. It's almost gone. Almost. I think that the topic of conversation with all my neighbors is the snow. It's just so funny to me. But yeah, how to use AI agents, how to implement them, right? Really having that understanding. And it's just a beautiful thing about, like, a light little breeze. I'm just loving this. I really gotta get my shoes cleaned, which means I gotta clean them, but I don't know how to clean them. You know, that's one thing I always was admire about my mother. I grew up in an Eastern European household, hella traditional, And the man, this woman, we washed our carpets for God's sake. Every summer, we took the carpets out and we washed them on our hands and knees. We hand washed the blinds, hand washed the curtains, hand washed obviously anything delicate, like stuff you wore to like a wedding, or we went to a lot of weddings, a lot. And I think that's where my love for love grew. I love weddings. I love seeing how happy people were when they were together. I love people dancing and singing and celebrating and just being united and being one. Isn't that what we're here to do in this life, is have that camaraderie? Wow, where my mind goes. It's all over the place, see? The beauty of this human existence that we're experiencing together. Welcome, beautiful. Welcome. Another thing about me is I've really been wanting a dog, but like a tiny dog, not like a big dog that's hyperallergenic, just because animals were against being in our household my entire life. How cute would a little doggy be? I have a specific dog in mind. I'm doing a lot of research on the breed and everything, and I know exactly what I want. I know his name. I don't know if I want to reveal it. Not yet. I need to build up the suspense, because when I do end up getting him, oh my. Sometimes I talk to myself around my apartment as if he's with me, getting myself more comfortable with him being there. Now that, my friends, it might be a little, what they say is perhaps delusional. Who cares? Be delusional. Let it be. But take actions towards making it a reality, right? It's one thing to dream, it's another to do. Executing on the what you want to do in your life, where you want to go, how you want to go about it. Oh, it's getting a little chilly. Every time past, I don't even know what time it is, because I'm on my phone. Oh, I'm not feeling good right now. I just got a wave. I just have to take a moment. I know I'm whispering. I'm not feeling good today. I'm not. But it might look like I am. And what we're gonna do is persevere through. Honestly, I feel like today was a battle. It was a battle. If I wanted to record and create, it was a battle all day. I was battling myself all day. And that's gonna happen. You're gonna have those days, I'm starting to see it a little bit more often, because I do follow a lot of my entrepreneurial friends on social media, and I check in on them, see what's up, because I don't talk with them every day. We're on our little hustling little worlds. I think it's so cute. It's just, okay, let's see what we can create. Let's see where we can go, how far there, get to where we're going, because nothing happens overnight. That's one thing that I want to remind you is whatever journey you want to embark on, you best believe it ain't going to happen in no 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. Absolutely not. There are those rare individuals that it happens to, but just because it doesn't happen to you does not mean that you are going to that you aren't going to attain what you're looking to attain. The way I look at it is every loss is meant to be there, that you experience, because it's teaching you something and getting you closer to where you're looking to go. Okay? It's all about perspective again. Remember, we're talking about perspective here. So if you choose to decide, like, again, why me, right? Instead of, all right, this was meant for me. It was meant to come across my path to get me to X, Y, Z. And that's how God had intended it for me. And God had intended it differently for them. And they've experienced different challenges and continue to experience different difficulties and challenges, right? So it just really depends. It depends, but it's perspective the most. And so that's kind of what I want to share with you right now is maintaining a positive outlook on life, right? Regardless of what happens. I mean, my family came from a war-torn country. And they didn't know. The amount of uncertainty they have put themselves under is beyond me. And the fact that we are uncomfortable to leave, a 9-to-5, to place ourselves in into the unknown, into the uncertainty of achieving our dreams and diving into where we want to go and what we want to do. Because I'm telling you, a lot of our jobs, like especially anybody in a 9-to-5 at a desk job, you're gonna be replaced eventually. But it seems as though it's coming faster, much faster than people expect. So, truth be told, you've been warned. Oh Lord, someone's smoking. I really hate smoking. I hate cigarettes. My mom smokes cigarettes. It's one habit that I really wish that she wouldn't, but I can't really change that. That is her one guilty pleasure, and while I tried, I really did. She never really cared to listen. That was her vice. Can you believe? I mean, this was way back when, in like the 90s, but can you believe that she smoked with me in the womb? I came out perfectly normal. Well, probably to my family, that'd be crazy, but I mean, I think I'm normal. I'm unique. Well, I mean, I'm normal in the context of like no, physical, I don't know what the proper word would be, but I guess abnormalities. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the proper word. But yeah, that's another fun fact about me. Oh, we're gonna pass by my friend. Oh God. Okay. So, remember, I talked about perspective and how you should always have a positive view on life. What's the point of it being negative? Hi, Arnold. How's it going? Good. Good to see you.
Good, Dina.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. Bye. There he is. He wears these sunglasses. He looks like a G. You remember my name. Good memory. Because I know when you get up there in age, Ooh, almost fell. Honestly, snow is very hazardous, I feel. It's hazardous. Especially if you're not wearing the right type of shoes, right? I'm wearing sneakers. And I'm walking on the road for the most part, so. But the snow is melting, so that's good. Oh boy, I'm gonna wait for this car to go. Wow, these houses are new and they've really been progressing. Oh look, we're gonna pass by that one that's been gradually building. Let me tell you, they got the second floor up. I don't know if I showed you guys that before. Ooh, sorry. I don't know if I showed you it before. Oh my gosh, she's on the roof. Super super cool. He waved at me. Everyone that's working here, Latino. 100%. I feel like they're literally the backbone of America in a way. They build all these houses in these communities. They deserve some sort of appreciation, especially during the Super Bowl. Honestly, I feel like that was honorable. But, of course, there are people that have controversy around it, but to teach their own, you know, they might just not be enlightened. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them the benefit of the doubt and just share love with them, spread love. Honestly, that's all these people really need because they lack it. Come on, let's think about it. I feel like there always needs to be evil, there needs to be bad in order to decipher what is good. My wrist is hurting on this side. My hands are sweating. Hold on. What's this thing? Street lights are on. That's another thing. Whenever I travel, you know how much I appreciate street lights? What a privilege it is to have. I mean, not that it even happened in my hometown where I grew up. Only the main roads did, but not the... Yeah, definitely not my street. No. Actually, yeah, it did. Not as many as here, but I've definitely had some for sure. Oh my god, this is a cool Volkswagen. It's I don't even know. Look at this. Have you ever seen that one? I've never seen it. They're dogs. You see? How cute. It reminds me of like, I was gonna say the Magic School Bus, but definitely not. Who drove something like that? Was it like the the Flintstones. Chewy man. In Bosnian, when you say something that's like wasn't the right thing, or like start kind of like surprised, it's like chewy mene. It's like that means like hear me, or chewy to. Chewy to means like, it means, oh, hear that in the context of, oh, okay, I hear you, like kind of like that. I hope I'm explaining it properly. I just found another igloo. Oh, it's so beautiful seeing it. I guess kids actually do play outside. Probably just not when I walk out. I mean, I come out pretty late. I come out like during sunset. Wow, I am using the L word a lot. What a very boxy home. I don't want to record too much of it. I'm telling you, every house in this neighborhood. Oh my gosh, that's one thing I want to kind of share. Oh no. I was clicking the volume button. Apparently, I think that ends it. What I wanted to share was, I feel like my neighborhood is a concoction of all of the shows that I watched growing up, or movies, and I wanted to live in those neighborhoods. It's like God placed a home from each episode or each movie that I watched in my neighborhood. I swear to God. Because sometimes I look at these houses and it's just like, I feel as though it's kind of like a flashback from my memory. I swear to God, I don't call me crazy. Tell me. I'm telling you. That's just absolutely. Oh no, the egg fell here. Oh. You broke. A lot of the people apparently in my neighborhood are diplomats. where the government places them in these old homes. And I don't know if the government owns them or if they rent it or what, but I know I have a lot of people around here from like the Middle East, France. I met a few French people. I think Asia, some of the Asian countries. I guess like that's kind of pretty much it that I could think of. This perfume is just wow. I'm obsessed with it. Look how stunning the sky is. I wish I could tell you what I'm wearing. I mix every single perfume that I have. I mix them all together and I make my own concoction. So whatever someone asks me what I'm wearing, I tell them myself and turn it into a joke, because eventually I'll end up creating my own scent. As of right now, I guess that's kind of what I'm doing with all these different perfumes that I have, because some of them are for winter, some of them are for summer, but then I hear like you can kind of stack like vanilla onto something. Wow, my video got disconnected because my storage is full. You know, I have about 256 gigabytes, I believe. Can you believe that? What do I have in my iPhone storage that is that full? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really do have a lot of photos and a lot of videos that I should probably set time aside to go through. Honestly, at that point, I think I'm just gonna add like one of those extenders that go into the phone where you get more storage and you can get like a gigabyte. I don't even know what that's called. I have to look into that. But my brother bought me this phone. He bought me it, I think, a year or two ago. And I still have my old phone. That one I just use as an iPod. I love playing piano music in the background in my apartment. That's another fun fact about me. And so, I guess that's probably all for this vlog that I want to share with you. To dive into your perspective, analyze, how do you view your situation? How do you view your surroundings? How do you view what happens to you? Okay? All of this will give you data on yourself to analyze better, to make changes, to make adjustments, and to learn from, to grow. And it's just, in a way, it's like, you know, in a video game when you pass a level and you gotta go through all these different obstacles to get to the next level, it's kind of the same thing. In order to get to the next level, you have to identify all these different compartments you have about yourself and attributes and characteristics and the way you handle certain situations, what your perspective is on life, right? In every area, until, like, you know, it's gradually loading. But if you're not doing anything to change, it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna stay there, it's gonna sit, and it's gonna essentially be buffering. So that's why you need to take action every day, even if it's a little bit. Even if it's a little bit. In some way, shape, or form. And with that, my sweet girl, that's all I have for you today. And I hope you've enjoyed my little chit chat and my little yap session. Oh, look at this stunning tree. Wow. It's beautiful. I love the pathway. Oh, I'll have to show that in the spring or summertime in my neighborhood. Not necessarily my street, but my neighborhood. It has a cute little spin to this little, you know what my friend says? Whimsical. How certain things are whimsical. Honestly, I feel as though this life is whimsical. Right? It's all about perspective. Alright, my beautiful girl, it was such a pleasure chit-chatting. I am about to reach my home and I need to lay down. I'm not feeling very good. I'm gonna lay down. I have to do some studying every day, make some progress, some sort of progress. And so, with that, my girl, I hope you continue to shine bright and spread your love and light. And we will chat tomorrow. And thank you for supporting me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. I'm here to give some advice on my human experience and the simple complexities of what this life has to offer. And I thank you for being here with me. And Petunia thanks you too. As always, I'd love to share love and light with you. Ciao!